going on, guys? Welcome back to the video. And today, I'm surprised I've never done this video. Looking at all the Metallica videos I've made, I've never made a top 10 list of my favorite Metallica songs. So I think today is a perfect video to do that. So grab your liquid death and let's get into this list, all right? So we have my top 10 favorite Metallica songs, and we're going to go through each of them. There's 10 of them, of course. I tried to stay away from the cover songs, but there's one cover on this list. So, we're going to start from number 10, going all the way to number uno, all right? So, number 10 is the cover song that I was talking about, and it's Am I Evil, okay? Am I Evil is probably my favorite Metallica cover song, besides, Last Caress, Green Hell, and Whiskey in a Jar. But Am I Evil is so good. Some cover songs are better than the actual songs from the band. And this song is from the band Diamond Head, and I have heard the Diamond Head version of the song, but I think Metallica's cover is just better. And I think Metallica, they do that a lot with their covers. Like, for example, Whiskey in a Jar. I've heard the original Whiskey in a Jar, but I don't think it's better than Metallica's cover. And Am I Evil is so good, and I'm not going to give the props. Like, it sounds great. I'll give Metallica props for that, but the songwriting, the lyrics, and the way the song is written, I got to give huge props to Diamond Head for that, because, they're the ones who made the song. Metallica covered it. I like Metallica's version better, but the song is written so good, and the intro, probably one of the best intros I've ever heard in a metal song. So good, and Metallica did it justice. So, Am I Evil, definitely number 10. So now we're getting into the actual Metallica songs, which are the next 9. And number 9 is Inamorata from 72 Seasons. Favorite song off the album, of course, and I've, the first time I heard it, I'm like, yeah. I was like, yeah, okay, yeah. I know I'm gonna like this. All I had to see was the 11-minute song, and I'm like, okay, it's 11 minutes. I'm probably gonna like it. Because for some reason, Metallica's longest songs I usually love, which is why my favorite album is Injustice for All. So it makes sense, but Inamorata was so good. I've talked about it before in my favorite songs from each album video. And Inamorata, I can just relate to the song so much because it talks about, James Hetfield and him going through a divorce in his marriage. Now, I've never been through a divorce, but I can relate to the struggles of being in a relationship and having to deal with pain and misery. I get it, James, and that's why I love Inamorata. Very good song, and it's number 9 on my list. So yeah, number 8 is probably surprising to some of you. Some of you probably haven't even heard this unless you're like a real Metallica fan, and it's Bread Fan. Now, no, I'm not trying to be. Oh, here we go. He's trying to be so different. No, I actually really do like Bread Fan. At first I didn't like it because I'm like, it just sounds so weird, and then I listened to it more. I'm like, yo, this song is fire. So yeah, Bread Fan, definitely number 8 on the list. One of my favorites. The first half of the song is like thrashy. It's nice, it's good. I love the groove. And then the second half of the song, it slows down, and it's just very calm. And then towards the end of the second half, it just starts building up back again, and then gets back into the thrash. It's really good. And I have no clue what the song's about. I don't even know why it's called Bread Fan. I don't even know what Bread Fan means. But all I know is that it sounded good, I liked it, and it's number 8 on the list. So there you go. Number 7 is My Friend of Misery, which is also my favorite song from the Black Album. And My Friend of Misery is a very good song. I love I love the intro. The intro where Jason does the little bass thingy, bass line. I love that part, and I love the lyrics. I love the way the song progressed, and it was just a really nice song. It's a very emotional song, and melodic, I'd say, and I just liked it. I liked it. Okay, My Friend of Misery is great. Now for number 7, we have, oh no, we already said number 7. Number 6, we have Hero of the Day, which is the only song on this list that is from the Load/Reload era. And it's probably my favorite song from the Load era /Reload era. And it's funny too because this is a more recent Metallica song that I've heard. Um, and I've heard this song maybe like a month or two ago. And the first time I heard it, I'm like, dude, how have I not heard this before? You know, because me personally, I'm a big fan of Metallica's early albums. You know, Kill 'Em All, Ride the Lightning, Master of Puppets, and Justice for All, and the Black Album, right? Because those are like my favorite albums. Um, and you know, once I finished listening to those three albums, I'm like, okay, I'm probably not gonna be able to hear that ever again, like new stuff like that. But obviously, Metallica proved me wrong with a lot of songs from Death Magnetic and Hardwired and even 72 Seasons. I love thrash, and there's some really good thrash songs on those three albums. But I was not expecting some thrash on the Load/Reload era, and Hero of the Day. It might confuse you, but yes, there is a thrash part in the song, a little part, the breakdown. I love it. I love the way the song is written. I love the lyrics. It's catchy, and it was just so unexpected. And that's why Hero of the Day is on the list. I had to include at least one Load/Reload song, so it had to be Hero of the Day. Number 5, so we're getting the top 5 now, is Whiplash, which is my favorite song from Kill 'Em All. I loved Whiplash. I still love it, and I love the opening to Whiplash. I love when he says Whiplash, and even hearing the song live when Jason was in the band, his backup vocals and him saying Whiplash, and so much energy with the song, and thrashy, of course, catchy, groovy. It's just pure early 80s teenage Metallica, and that's why I loved Whiplash, and that's why it's in my top 5. So there you go. Number 4, we have Spit Out the Bone, and I was not expecting a song from the past. I was not expecting a song that wasn't from the first 5 albums to be in the top 5, but I was wrong, because Spit Out the Bone, and this, I wouldn't, I don't know if this is a hot take, because I think this is kind of a fact, honestly. And let me know if you agree with me. I think Spit Out the Bone is the best Metallica song that Metallica has made in the past 24 years since the 2000s began. I think this is the best song they've ever made. This is the epitome of thrash, and it's up there with not even just my personal list of top 10 Metallica songs, but probably the top 10 Metallica songs of all time. Spit Out the Bone is awesome, okay? It is a masterpiece, genius piece of art, and I just gotta give props to Lars, because, man, he really made a good song. And people hate on Lars, but my God, can he write a song. Spit Out the Bone is so good. Oh my Jesus, I want to listen to it. I want to listen to it now. But this song is literally like, probably not only is it the best Metallica song to come out in the past 24 years, I would even go as far to say that this is one of the best thrash metal songs to come out in the past 24 years since the 2000s began, and that's a hot take. But if you've ever listened to the song, you know how crazy the song is. It has 2 solos. There's one part of the song where it's like sludge metal. The whole song is thrashy. People say Lars can't drum. Huh, listen to this song and tell me Lars can't drum. Okay, this song is just crazy. It has like every element of metal into one song. And it just like, it screams thrash metal. Like, the song shouldn't even be called Spit Out the Bone. The song should just be called thrash metal. That's how good this, I love it. I love Spit Out the Bone. And like, I'm praising it so much you would think it'd be number 1. But no, it's number 4. My God, Spit Out the Bone is such a good song. And it's so underrated. And people need to discover this song more. And I'm not the only one either. Like, I'm pretty sure everybody can agree that Spit Out the Bone is the best song off the album. And I don't know if everybody would agree with me by saying it's their best song in the past 24 years. But if we're talking like in terms of thrash, hell yeah it is. Hell yeah it is. But yeah, Spit Out the Bones, number 4. Please. That's not even a question. Number 4 for Spit Out the Bones. I would love to put it number 1, but I don't think it's better than these next 3 songs. So, Spit Out the Bone, number 4. Number 3. So we're getting in the top 3, guys. Top 3. Number 3 is Fight Fire with Fire, which is my favorite song from Ride the Lightning. And Fight Fire with Fire is a masterpiece song. It's not only is it really thrashy, the lyrics are catchy, it's groovy, and I love the part where the solo ends. Is it when the solo ends? I love the part where the guitar fades away and the lead guitar fades away and the bass fades away, and all you can hear is Lars going crazy on the double bass and the drums. I love that. You know I love me some double bass, and you know I love me some Lars drumming. As long as it's not Saint Anger. And the drumming was great. The solo was good. It was catchy. The songwriting was, like I said, catchy. Fight Fire with Fire. It was thrashy. That's one of the reasons why it's probably one of the thrashiest songs on Ride the Lightning, if not the most thrashiest song on Ride the Lightning. But I love Fight Fire with Fire. I really do. So it's gonna get number 3 for me. Number 2, and number 2 is up there with number 1, but I had to pick between Battery and number 1, and I picked Battery to go in number 2, and Battery is number 2. I love Battery. I love me some Battery. Okay. Any Metallica song that starts with an acoustic intro, and I forgot to mention that Fight Fire with Fire also starts with an acoustic intro, and it's beautiful. But Battery's acoustic intro, it's like you ask Jesus, hey Jesus, can you play me Heaven? That's heaven. He just played you Heaven. He literally played the acoustic intro to Battery is like if you asked God to play you Heaven. What does Heaven sound like? Listen to Battery. There you go. That's what Heaven sounds like. The acoustic intro was great. The song is just like, oh my god, it's so thrashy. And then the part where the solo ends and it gets into that crazy breakdown. Like, the breakdown to Battery is like the epitome of headbanging. It's like you just want to bang your head so bad, like you just want to freaking thrash around. And that's why I love Battery. But the songwriting is great, you know, the Battery, you know what I mean? And it's fast, it's so thrashy, the thrashiest song on Master of Puppets. It's so fast, it's so thrashy, the drumming is pristine. The guitar solo was great, and then towards the end of the song, like the last 30 seconds, they bring that breakdown back, and bro, whoo, I would love to play you it, but I've been getting copyright so much lately, so I'm just gonna have to rely on you guys that you've listened to it. And if you're watching this video, you probably have heard Battery before, because you're probably a Metallica fan. But bro, Battery is like the stuff, you know what I mean? Battery is my drug, all right? Metallica is my drug. But yeah, Jesus, man, Battery is great. I love me some Battery, trust me. And then coming in at number 1, to no one's surprise, and I've said this so many times, and if you watch my video, you already know what number 1 is. And it is none other than Saint Anger itself. I'm joking. It's Dyer's Eve, okay? Dyer's Eve is my favorite Metallica song of all time. And you might be wondering, what the hell is Dyer's Eve? It's a very criminally underrated Metallica song. Dyer's Eve is the closest thing you're going to get to death metal Metallica. And not only that, it is their fastest / thrashiest Metallica. It's their fastest song ever. And this song, like, right, we're about to make Dyer's Eve. Anger, aggression, thrash. Dyer's Eve. It's awesome. It is awesome. Dyer's Eve is awesome. It like I can't explain it. I love this song, and Anybody who listens to Spotify like me, I suggest downloading the app. It's called Spotify Stats, and it basically just shows you, your top songs that you listen to. And Dyer's Eve is at the top of the songs that I've listened to on Spotify my entire lifetime. I've probably listened to Dyer's Eve over 100 times. All right, this song is great. It's like it's short. It's the shortest song on "And Justice for All," but it's like 3 minutes long, 4 minutes long of straight Metallica gold. All right, if you have not listened to Dyer's Eve yet, and you are a fan of thrash metal, I deeply encourage you to take some time to bless your ears with this masterpiece that Metallica have made with Dyer's Eve. And not only is it criminally underrated, but it also sucks that they don't play it live because it's a very personal song to James Hetfield. The song talks about basically his parents, and his parents were not really the best parents. His parents were Christian scientist, and his mother passed away because she didn't believe in medicine. She thought God would save her, and God was sleeping, I guess, and she died. And it really just, it's a really personal song for James. And the song, it has so much anger and emotion, and you can literally hear the pain in James Hetfield's voice when he's singing these lyrics. Like dear mother, dear father, you've clipped my wings before I learned to fly. You know what I mean? It's so many, like, I'm trying to think of the lyrics. Dear mother, dear father, what is this hell you have put me through? Like, it's written beautifully. The solo sounds like someone going insane, and that's what I think they were trying to picture with this song. I feel like James was going insane because he doesn't, like, his mom has passed, and his parents weren't really the best parents, and he's just going insane. And then the guitar solo, it's like a mixture of like going insane and a mixture of like crying. Like there's a part where the guitar solo sounds like the guitar is crying, and if that's like trying, it's like it's trying to show the pain and the emotion that James went through, and also showing the aggression and the insanity that he went through, going insane because he just can't take it. And then towards the end of the solo, it feels like something gets set free. You know what I mean? Like the solo ends with something like getting released, and I feel like the end of the solo was like it was trying to say that James got through it, and that's what I think it was. But this song is full of emotion, full of thrash, and there's so many reasons why I love this song. It's a very emotional song. It's thrashy. It's heavy. It's metal. Like, if somebody was like, "Hey, what's metal?" I'd show them this song, and it's just a masterpiece, man. It's so underrated. Like, I don't see enough people talking about this song. But yeah, Dyer's Eve is my favorite Metallica song of all time. So there you go. That's my top 10 list of my favorite Metallica songs of all time, and I guess you can say I'm not a poser, right? Because like I bet a lot of poser Metallica lists would be like, oh, number 1, Master of Puppets. Number 2, freaking For Whom the Bell Tolls. Number 3, 1. Number 4, Enter Sandman, guys. But I don't have any of their like very popular songs. Like, these are all like kind of like obscure picks, you know what I mean? And I like, I'm not trying to like, this list is not fake. Like, I didn't make this list to be like to like try to convince people I'm like this different Metallica fan. Like, these are genuinely, this is my list. Like, and obviously you can see that with how passionate I'm talking about these songs. Like, you can tell I love these songs. But man, it's just a very I love like I think this is probably one of the best lists ever, and I'm very biased, but I think this is just come on, man. This is a good list. All right, but yeah, there you go. That's my top 10. Anybody who wants to tell me your top 10 lists, go ahead in the comment section and write it down. But no one probably was gonna do it. If you do, then I'll read it and I'll judge it. And I'll be totally honest. Like if your list is just full of you know, trash, you know, you're gonna get criticized. Okay. Anyways, how about you criticize me? Let me know in the comments. What do you think about the list? I think these are all very good songs. I don't think any of these songs are bad at all. I think these are all good, and yeah, very good list. So that's it for today's video. Shout out to okay, I'm just yapping. Shout out to what am I shouting out? Shout out to Metallica. I'm gonna end the video before I start yapping about random stuff. That's the list, guys. 21-minute long. I spent like 5 minutes talking about Dyer's Eve. So yeah, there you go. Bye.